Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to whomever you are, wherever you are on the planet. This is Peter, and welcome to...
Well, you'd use things like the internet. You could have people. Here's one thing I want to say real fast. As far as property and this idea of intellectual property, this will be gone in the future. If you invent something, say you come up with an idea, you won't have an inclination to want to sell it. You'll want to improve society with it, so it becomes the public domain. Everything intellectual is in the public domain. All music is in the public domain. So think about how cataclysmic life would be if you invented something and you left without patenting it or concealing it. You went and you let everyone put their influence on it. All other technicians come forward. Do you realize how cataclysmic our development would be if you had the input from the world and whatever expertise you were going for on a specific product? It would be unbelievable. It'd be a cataclysmic shift if everyone actually worked together as opposed to fight.
I want to point out that it's been known to members that the Venus Project has attempted to do a trademark of the term resource-based economy. There's been some backlash to this as people associate trademarks with money, but I want to clarify very quickly, the reason that this is being done, this is being attempted, is simply because they want to make sure that the correct association is maintained with the term resource-based economy. If we have numerous offshoots and third-party organizations going out doing whatever they can, films come out and they mention resource-based economy, somebody not familiar goes to the internet, they search the term resource-based economy, they come up with an erroneous organization with a backwards perspective about what that means. That's going to inhibit our progress as a movement to educate people and to understand the direction that we feel is most viable. This is, again, not a fly-by-night notion. The resource-based economy isn't just an economy, quote, based on resources. It's an approach that utilizes systems, management, technology, and it's arriving at decisions. There's a whole wealth of information that's very much coupled in with this. So I just want to reiterate that to make sure people understand that there's a very big difference between what's going on with these third-party organizations, and that those of you out there that see these organizations, do your best to either inform them of the direction and try to pull them in to understand, because all they're doing is detracting. As most social movements have experienced throughout history, it's when fragmentation and division is created inside the movements that problems are caused, and oftentimes the movement becomes disabled because you have all this infighting that starts to occur. We want to stop the infighting. We would love to bring in other organizations, but again, if they're not in line with the direction, there's nothing we can do, and then sadly, there's a great deal of arrogance I've seen come from these particular groups. And it's unfortunate because, again, I've yet to read anything in any of these websites that use this terminology that actually couples in with what Mr. Fresco has been talking about for so many years.